What's up? What's up? It's your boy AG the Dad. I'm out and about trying to make sure that I'm shopping, getting what I need to eat healthy, be healthy, and, you know, live the life that Vince the Beast with Tim Fitness Major has directed us to try to do. So while I'm doing this, I'm gonna have Vince the Beast with Team Fitness Major go ahead and give you the fitness tip of the week. It's all you, man.
I appreciate it as always, brother. Just make sure that you'll forget to get those salmon patties and those beef sticks for me. You got to keep that protein going. So appreciate everyone again. Thank you for signing in, for logging in, for checking in. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. This is the show for you, and for all of your information to be received and your questions to be answered. So, and again, if maybe this doesn't apply to you, but you may know somebody that this applies to. So please don't forget to share that with everybody, anybody in your circle, because and you know what? And be honest with you, and it goes into this show actually. When you start to share this stuff with people in your circle, they become more like-minded like you, and they say you are like your circle. The five people that you most interact and deal with is you guys have a likeness. That's why you guys connect. That's why you guys are together, because you guys have commonalities. You have a likeness for each other. So again, the more that you share with those people, whether they are there in their fitness journey now, or if they are trying to get in their fitness journey, the more you're going to help propel them and push them to do it. And when you do that, they're going to push you, because now they're taking care of themselves. Now they're like AG the Dad at the grocery store, getting their vegetables and fruits and shopping, getting all the more nutritional dense foods, not just shopping and buying the bag of chips and buying the cakes and buying the pies, because this is pie season with all the pumpkin pies coming out and everything like that. So the more that you do that, the more those people are going to get in line with their journey, and they're going to help keep you in alignment with your journey. So just think about it like this. And I'm not saying this is going to be the case or the case every time, but if you have, this season also too, you have a lot of potlucks. You have a lot of people that do little hangouts. You come over and you guys eat. You guys sit down and gather around TV and watch football, or you just have a Sunday brunch or Saturday or whatever it is. And you guys come together and you're like, yeah, we're going to put together some foods. We're going to bring them together. And if you start interacting and you gravitate, and people gravitate towards you that are more health conscious, the potlucks may start to trickle in a little more vegetable trays, fruit trays. You may look up some healthier recipes, even the same recipes that you might normally eat, but maybe with a healthy twist. Maybe a brown rice instead of regular rice, or maybe whole wheat pasta noodles instead of the regular noodles. Whatever it is, I'm just giving out a couple examples, but you may start to get more healthier choices as opposed to those unhealthy choices. So it circles around to you again, because this is your circle. And what does a circle do? A circle loops around. So if you push that circle around to your friends, it's going to come back and benefit you. So that's why we always talk about in the beginning and even on throughout, and I always speak about it in anything that I speak on, to share, because it's going to help you and help those that you care about. Because obviously, if they're in your circle, you care about them and they care about you. So, again, don't forget, like, subscribe, share, comment. Don't forget, if you need to get some fitness tips or, further in depth, or get a one-on-one consultation, we do free first consultations. Just hit the website, teamfitnessmajor.com, or you can hit us up on the phone number 916-410-1950. Become a part of the Change Begins With You movement, and let's get this thing going. So, again, tallying on to what we just talked about, we talk about boot camps or group fitness versus personal training. And I say versus very light. I'm not saying like, oh, it's a battle between the two. It's a clash. But what I'm saying is you have two different styles of training. And they're totally different. And there are great benefits to both. It all just depends on you and what you need at that time, what you're looking for, and what's going to get you started or get the most benefit for you at that time. And I have clients and have had clients in the past that they do a combination. They're trained with me. They will train with a group class, or do some, spin. There's Zumba, there's kickboxing, there's boot camps. There's so many different styles and types of training that you can do. So it all it all depends on you and your goals and what your likeness is. A lot of people don't like the personal training aspect as far as in the gym, but they like doing outdoor exercises. So the benefit of that obviously is now you give yourself something that you enjoy doing. It's not just a task. It's something that you enjoy doing that's going to also help you towards your ultimate goals and bring benefit to your health. And then there's another side of the treks where there's people that do group fitness, but they really want that personal feeling. They feel like, oh, maybe I can't keep up with this class or with this group, or they're not doing the things that are all the way in alignment with my goals. So then you come and you seek out personal training. Because what is personal training? It is exactly that. It's personal. It's individualized. It's not a one size fits all or a cookie cutter. It is based on you and your abilities to really highlight your deficiencies and create them as change them over to attributes, and to help you get the most benefit out of what the appearance and the feeling that you want. So those are just a couple things that I like to, and like I said, we talked about not this particular thing, but it is kind of tied into last week. When we talked about it, again, if you have not listened to that last show, you can always listen to them the archives. You can always go on to the Shit Talking Sundays on YouTube, and like, subscribe, share, and comment like we talk about. And you can listen to any of the shows and any of the shows we've done. We've been doing this for a good year now, so there's plenty of content that you can pick and choose from. Just listen to them all. That's always a good way to do it. And if you've heard them before live, or you heard them before when it was recorded, it's never a bad time to reiterate and to go back through, because it's a constant thing. You're constantly learning, you're constantly evolving, and then you can use that as check marks as well. We always talk about progressing. You're progressing your report, progressing your workouts, progressing your training. Well, one way of doing progress, like, okay, yeah, you go back and listen to maybe a show that talked about getting started, and you can look back at that and like, man, that's when I started. And then you look at yourself now and it's like, wow, I don't even think about it anymore. I just do it. Or I think about it less. I just do it more often than I did when that episode came out. Whatever episode it is that you might need to rehatch and listen to again, you can always do that. But no, that we talked about exercising in general, and getting that push. So we're going to talk about the group classes. boot camps, group classes. I've taught plenty of them. I've taught hundreds of classes, group classes. We don't. I don't particularly call them boot camps. Um, it's group fitness. We That's what we called it, group fitness, in an organized setting. So because reason why, and it's not a knock, and I'm not saying that it's every single boot camp is like this, but you you get with a group, and like I said, it's not specific for the most part. It's not isolated to you and your particular goals. Not just your goals, but any imbalances you may have, any injuries you may have, any limitations you may have. You don't really get that in the group setting. Now, what you will get in the group setting, you will get obviously a group of other people that are like minded, or at least working towards being like minded. And you will get, so there's people there next to you, in front of you, behind you, left and right, that are working hard, potentially working hard, and can be motivating. It can be encouraging, because now you have people that you guys are all there for a common goal at that particular time. So that can be your encouragement. That can be your push. We talked about getting with a partner, but not everyone has a partner, or a consistent partner that they can work out with. So you can go there, and now you have a group of people that are all working out, and then you have some direction, because you have an instructor there that is guiding you and giving you instructions. And typically, for the most part, as particularly I know for sure in my classes, you have someone who is guiding you in the proper way of doing things, in the right form, the right technique. You also have, um, hopefully, hopefully, that doesn't always happen, good music. You know, you see people all the time. They get that pump up music. You get that intro music when you're coming out. You get that. You see athletes. They always got their headphones on. You see people coming out to theme songs. You get that music to pump you up, to get you riled, get you going, right? So you get the music, good music. You get some direction and some coaching. You also have, again, people that are in your surrounding you, that are all trying to get results. So you have a lot of people pushing, and a lot of motivation for you to go, for you to do the group classes. So it is a great thing. And then again, like, it depends on the groups. You have some trainers, I know I do, and other trainers that I've worked with do. There's levels, there's modifications. There's a level one exercise, the same exercise. So for instance, you'll say there's 3 levels of a push-up. You can do the push-ups where you're on your hands and on your knees, or you can do a push-up when you're on your hands and your toes. And then you maybe, if there's some people that are at a higher level, or are at general, or slightly above general fitness, maybe we'll add another one, a push up with a clap, or a push up with a mountain climber, or push up with uh, okay, with Superman, whatever. It's there's different. There's so many different ways to skin, but typically we give like 2 or 3 levels, and you pick whatever level you are. I always encourage people to try a more challenging one. It doesn't have to be the level 3, but even if it's just a level 2, just on your toes. But just try the second level, or one level higher than you are now, and then do as much as you can, if you can, and then you can always go back down. You can always regress as far as the level that you're on. There's nothing wrong with that, because again, the whole point of exercise, and one of the great benefits of a group exercise, is that you will have people that are below you some, you have people that are on your level, you have people that are above you, typically, most of the time. So the challenge will be there to push yourself. So it's okay to push yourself for even the first round, or half of the first round, a quarter of the first round, and then back off to a lesser level. There's nothing wrong with that. So for instance, we're just talking about push-ups again. So say it's 10 push-ups. So if you do 2 or 3 push-ups on your toes, then you do the rest on your knees, and you do that through each cycle, that's perfectly fine. Or if you do the full 10 the first time, the second time you may do 6, and then the third time you can't do any of them on your toes, that's perfectly fine too, because you're challenging yourself, which is the whole purpose and point of exercise, is to challenge yourself. Remember, we talk about the law of adaptation, where your body adapts to the demands that you place on it. So if you place a higher demand than your body's used to, and you continuously do that, that's why I say be progressive and consistent. If you continually do that, your body's going to react in the way that it needs to, which is to build more stamina, build more muscle, burn fat, get stronger, so that it can handle the load that you place on it. So it's so important to challenge yourself, and doing it in a group setting is a great way to do that, especially if you are not a self-starter, if you don't have a personal trainer. One of the other benefits typically in a group setting is, it is cost effective, because you're not taking up the instructors or the trainers' time solely for yourself. So because of that, you are going to get a discount. So obviously the discount, because you're just, for lack of a better term, you're just another person in the slot of that time. It's not your allotted time specifically. So because of that, you can get it at a lesser cost. So that can help you from a financial standpoint. If you're a person that doesn't have the finances to do so yet, or if you're a person that's just starting your journey or restarting your journey and haven't fully committed to an investment of a healthy lifestyle. That way, it's not, in your mind. Again, I can't speak for anybody particular, but in your mind, you might be saying, well, it's $20 a workout, or it's $100 a month. I can eat that, and but that might be enough to encourage me to get going, because it is a small investment. It's still an investment, but it's not going to kill me if for any reason I fall off, which of course I hope that nobody does. But it's a way to get you a kickstart, and again, all the other factors I just mentioned. So those are some of the really good benefits with group fitness and group training. And hit us in the link if you've done group classes, what your experiences were, how you felt about it, how long did you do it, what kind of class was it? Because there's so many different classes. I mean, there's aqua, there's cycling, there's Zumba, there's booty boot camps, there's step aerobics. There's so many different styles of group classes that you could take. And so yeah, let us know what type of classes you've done, what your experience was and how you felt about it. So and all in all, that is group fitness. Then we have personal training. And like I said, it is exactly that. It's personal. So you meet with a person like myself, and we do a layout. We do a full scale layout of you. It is this is all about you and your wants and needs, and how we can help you to achieve those needs and give you realistic expectations about those needs. That should be the total role of a trainer. That is like day one. That's the start off. So like I say, I do free consultations. We get into the base tax of it, of what what made you contact us, what are your goals, when would why are these important to you, and talk about different prices, packages, and whatever, whatnot. So, but as far as like the initial the assessment phase, the assessment phase is typically going over whatever your goals are, setting them down, laying them out. Okay, these goals are good. This goal right here, this is, I don't know if this is a particular goal that might work. Whatever, just giving you the layout and giving you realistic expectations. Then also doing, most of the time we're doing physical assessments, because to get where you're going, we need to know where you're at now. We need to know where you're starting from. We need a starting point. So we want to know where you are as far as
Huh?
limitations, ability,
Oh, this is where they had that
anything
one. That
anything
one.
like that, so that we can get you to start and get you going, so that whatever goals that you have set for you can be accomplished and or achieved in that timely fashion.
I found some healthy stuff. That's why I kind of got excited, man. My bad.
Is that
I just wanted to
what
share.
is that, vitamin water?
Well, some kum 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 kumbuka kumbacha. It's supposed to be some stuff that's supposed to be really good for your immune system and
Oh
just
yeah, okay.
you know
Has
so
vitamins,
yeah, yeah.
electrolytes, so on and so forth.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But my
Yeah.
bad. Continue
No, no,
what
it's
you was
all
doing.
good. I think we need to make a grocery store show, a grocery store tour
We
show.
should. We should go shopping. We'll help. You know what?
Hopefully,
That's what
hopefully
we're
we
gonna
won't
do. The
get
next
kicked out.
couple, hey, we ain't gonna get kicked out, man. I ain't worried about it. I know my rights. I know my rights. Don't have me go what is that Long Island audit on y'all. Shameless plug. I like that show. I watch it. But anyway,
There you go.
let me let you get back to what you were talking about.
Yeah, all good, definitely. Yeah, any little healthy things, post them up. We can hit them up. So yeah, so personal training. So it is something that is based on helping you, and we have to have the starting point. And so, but of course, the good benefits, I said, is all about you. If you have any limitations, any post injuries, uh, any chronic diseases, anything that is relevant to you getting getting started with your fitness journey, and anything that may help or hinder you from getting to that, is what we lay out. So, think about it as this. Think about, if you are, think of it as an investment, and then investors, you want to see your investor or your financial, go over your financial portfolio, and they lay out all your goals for, where you are now. You have a 20-year plan to retire, 20 years to retirement. So we want to give you the steps to help you achieve these said goals. And these are some of the obstacles we might come across, but these are some of the ways we can kind of go around them and help you to get on track and stay on track. And we need to know where you are now. What is your financial status now? What is your employment status now? All the things. This is basically the full layout. And that's one of the great benefits of that. So we can really isolate and highlight where you are and where you're going. Obviously, it is also giving you where all the attention is on you. So we definitely focus on the proper form, the technique. The exercises are all tailored towards you and your specific goals. And I like to say it's a time to educate. I mean, we don't, at least for me, we're not doing a lot of questions, we're not doing a lot of talking, because some trainers that have, different trainers have different styles. As for me, having questions during the workout about some things is fine, but we don't want to have complete dialogue, because I want to kick your butt. I want to help you to work out. I want to help you to get to your fitness goals. We still can have consultations weekly or bi-weekly based on whatever programs we have set up. to talk about questions and answers more in a relaxed setting where we're having a conversation. But during the gym, we're talking and I'm giving you feedback, and you're giving me small feedback, especially in the beginning about the intensity, where you feel it, how it feels, so on and so forth. But it's not like we're talking about full dialogue. We're not having full dialogue, because if you're having full dialogue, you're not working hard enough. And if you're not working hard enough, the results aren't going to come. Our results aren't going to come in the time that we have, the time that we have is set up to where we believe that those goals will be accomplished. So, but again, it is solely for your benefits and how you are trying to get, as far as, or where you're trying to get as far as your fitness journey. It does obviously have a higher cost price because you're paying for an individual time. But all of this is an investment into you, and we talked about that before. The investment that you give me is very small in the education and the tools that you can get and take on for the rest of your life. So, so there's two ways of looking at it when it comes to that. The investment, you're investing in yourself, and we always talk about how much are you worth. I'm worth it all. I'm $1 million piece over here. So okay, so then the investment should be nothing to you, right? So it really boils down to what you like to do, and people do this all the time. You can mix and match. You can do personal training for a couple months, then do some group fitness to maintain. You can do group fitness to get you started, and then you start to say, okay, I'm achieving some goals, but now I have some individual goals that I want for myself. Then you go into personal training. You can do the combination of the two. You can do personal training, and you can do classes also during that same time. It really it really is based on you and how you can do it. I mean, there's motivation, of course, when it comes with dealing with a trainer one-on-one, because he's there coaching or she's there coaching and motivating you, and and helping you to achieve those goals. And then there's of course there's an instructor in the group fitness setup that is also achieving you, helping you to achieve and push you to motivate goals. But it's really based on how much do you want to get out of it from a personal standpoint. And again, if you've done personal training, even if it's with me, and if anything I said doesn't line up, please put it in the box. It's just shit talking Sunday, so you can definitely bring up anything that you got to say. Now, if you like, I'm Doctor Evil, or I'm brutal. Oh, I love that. Bring it all on. I love to hear that, because again, that's the whole point. That's why we're here. We're here to push you. I'm not there to be your buddy. I'm not there to crack jokes. I'm not there to make you feel, make you feel comfortable, in a sense. I mean, yes, there needs to be comfort to where you're comfortable talking to me, comfortable working with me, comfortable with the exercises that you do as far as understanding and the knowledge base. But I'm not there to make you feel relaxed, like this is going to be an easy day, because it shouldn't be. That's not why you pay me for it. You can do that on your own. You don't need me for that. Just like you don't need me to sit there and watch you on the treadmill or on a machine. You can do the machines yourself. So you come for the experience of doing things above what you have knowledge of and know how. So that's the benefit. That's the whole point of that. So if you've done personal training with anybody, please tap in, share your experience on that, as well as any of the group fitnesses you've done. If you've liked one over the other, tell me which one you liked and why, or tell us which one you liked and why. And because it's all feedback and it's all good knowledge. I mean, and there are people that are going to like one over the other more. It all just depends on the individual. But the main thing is, in the whole sum of it all, is whether you do the group fitness, whether you do the personal, you continue to work. You start working, continue to work, and you take this on and you get educated to create that lifestyle that is going to maintain and sustain you again for the rest of your life, because this is all about building up your health. And the only way to do that is to get the knowledge and to apply it. So that's all I really got us today. It's pretty bare basics and straightforward. Again, we want to know which one you've done and why you've done it and what have you done, how the results were on that.